Good morning, children. Today we are going to do a poem on Tagore. Now, before I teach you all the poem, I am going to tell you all some words about Rabindranath Tagore. Now, let me show you all here in the PDF what I have typed round about Rabindranath Tagore. Tagore was born in 1861 at Calcutta in India. The legendary writer and poetic philosopher Rabindranath Tagore won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913. He was the first non-European to receive such an honor. Only the Europeans used to receive such honors. So he was the first non-European to receive such an honor from the British. Okay. Tagore wrote in Bengali and English, experimenting various genres of literature. Now see here, I have sent you all a picture on Tagore. Here are some more words about Tagore which I would like to tell you. Tagore was a poet, a novelist, short story writer, essayist, playwright, educationist, spiritualist, lyricist, composer and singer, all at the same time. So much he knew, so much was his quality. He had so many qualities within himself. With an extraordinary repertoire showcasing an incredible combination of talents, Tagore was way ahead his time. During his time, the qualities which people used to have, he was way ahead of his time. He knew many more things. Tagore's Gitanjali, an anthology of poems, is a celebrated gift of labor to the whole world of humanity. Now, his Gitanjali, it's a composition of many poems, okay, and it's a gift of his labor, the labor which he has given, okay, the utmost try of the person to write the total poems there. In his late 60s, Tagore became fascinated with the visual arts, creating 2,500 paintings also. So he was a painter also at the same time, and drawings before his death. So before he died, he drew many drawings and made many paintings for the total world. In addition, his lyrical compositions were chosen by two nations as their national anthems. You all know this. Who was that? India, Jana Gana Mana, and Bangladesh, Amar Shonar Bangla. These two both are compositions of Rabindranath Tagore. Okay. Now coming up here to the poem which I want to tell you all today. Where the mind is without fear. When we are afraid, we cannot achieve anything. I told you all beforehand, isn't it so? Where you all have learnt in a poem called You Can. When you are afraid, you cannot achieve anything. If you are not afraid, you are to move forward. Okay? So here what does the poet write? Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. And the head is held high means when you are not doing anything wrong. At that time your head will be held high. Where knowledge is free, that means what? I come to know, I learn from whatever I see. where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up. You all find out now that the world is going through various kinds of problems. So Tagore, he dreamt of a world where it has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. There are no narrow domestic walls between two countries. Okay? Where words come out from the depth of truth. Where words of our mind, they come out from the depth of our true mind. Where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. Where there is tireless striving of what? Striving of our work to be done. Striving of our wantings to finish our works. Okay? Stretches his arms towards perfection. When we want to bring perfection to us, only then it will come to us, otherwise not. Okay? So you all have to be perfect in your work. Only then perfection will be on its way towards you. Where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way. Where the clear stream of reason, where your reasoning is very clear, has not lost its way into the world, into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. What is the dead habit? The habit of a person who is not very clear in his way. The habit of a person who is not very good in his way. So, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. Where the mind is led forward by thee. Thee means who? Thee means my Lord here. Where the mind is led forward by the Lord into an ever widening thought and action, where all your thoughts and actions will be forwarded by the Lord Almighty. Okay? Into the heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake. So even he says to Lord, his Father, that the heaven of freedom might keep every person free to think of what he wants to do. Every person must be free in order to do the good works that he or she wants to do. Every child must be thinking clear and good in order to move forward. So, where the mind is led forward into thee, into ever widening thought and action, into the heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. So he wants his total country, that means our India, to awake and arise and do their works for the country. You all know that our country is going after lots of troubles nowadays. So we all have to turn up and fight for our country so that we all stand up straight. We all move forward. We are not set back by the troubles of our country. Okay, children? Now see here, he has even given a two-line explanation of the poem. See here. The superlative poem titled Where the Mind is Without Fear talks about the boundless power of human knowledge, valor of standing by the truth, and the essence of true freedom. When you are totally free, you can do everything whatever you want. So, that is what I too want to tell you all, children. Please be in the true path and in the true way in order to achieve whatever you want. Okay, children. Thank you. This much for today. This is not a written assignment. we will be doing many more questions based on this poem, and all the questions will be on spot questions and you will be answering me at that time. Okay children, thank you.